Betty here with Compliant Healthcare Solutions, and I am the creator of the 2021 E&M Solutions cards. So I just wanted to show you our product, and then we're going to go through and demo them for you so that you can see how each one of them works. But I just wanted to show you the cool thing about all of them, no matter which one you get, is that they're not laminated. They're made of a plastic. So there's going to be no fraying at the edges, nothing's going to peel off. These are going to stay good for as long as you have them. And knowing CMS will probably have the same guidelines for another 30 years, so you might be using these for a while. So just kind of watch the rest and see, and I will demonstrate how each one of the cards can be used. Okay, so now I'm going to show you our 2021 E&M Audit solution. And the first thing I want to show y'all is, you can see here that I've written on this one, but if you use a wet erase marker, you can just spray it with water and it'll come right off. And for a little later distance, what we did was we put this on 5 days ago, to test how long you could leave it on. And so this marking's been on there for a while, but the same thing, you can just spray it. And they wipe clean. So it doesn't matter what color you use or how much you use it, how long you leave it there, as long as you are using a wet erase marker, you'll be able to wipe it clean every time you want to be able to do it again and use it over and over. So what makes it really nice is that you don't have to purchase these over and over and over again. You can purchase it once and continue to use it. Now, if you don't want to use the spray bottle in the water, you can do the same thing with just a damp cloth. So here, I marked it down here. So if you take a little wet cloth to it and wipe it, then it comes off again. So you can also run it under the faucet, if you've been using it all day, and want to like clean it at night. Do it that way too, to get it completely fresh and ready for your next use. But what you're going to do here is we've set this up into two options depending on how your physician or other practitioner has documented their visit. So if you want to choose your code by time, you look up at the first option here, and then you look at your first question where it asks you, is time both documented and supported in the medical record? So those are the important factors that we need to make sure are covered so that we can get paid for the right level of service. So if the answer is yes, you can either write yes in there or make a check mark, whatever you want to do with it. And then if that one's okay, then you just come over here and circle whichever one fits the time frame. So these are all done by the CPT time ranges for the codes, so you don't have to look anything up or anything like that. So if you have a new patient and the visit went for 50 minutes, you would come here and just circle it's a 99204. But if you're leveling instead by medical decision making, that's when you kind of have to factor a few things in. So that one's a little bit more expansive. So when you look here for MDM, we put all 4 types of MDM, and then we put the levels as they go through underneath them, which is nice because when you do it by MDM, a 2 is a 2, a 4 is a 4. No matter if they're new or established, it's going to be the same thing. So if you think you have a new patient and then somebody says, oh, well, they saw the other cardiologist over there, and so actually they're a stat, you can just go, oh, well, it's still a 4. It's just a 99214 instead of a 99204. So that will make it really easy. So we listed those, and then you'll see we started to color code the charts for you. So you have step 1, step 2, and step 3. And when you turn the card over, you have step 1, step 2, and step 3 in matching color. So you just have to match the colors up. So if you look at first the step 1, that is what is the number and complexity of problems addressed, which is the first element in the medical decision-making table. And then you would just circle which one meets the criteria. So if it's a 4, you can circle there or check that box or put an X in it, whatever works best for you. And then you come over here and you would put the number from the other side, either a 4 I'm lazy, but you can also put 99204, 99214 if you want to write the whole thing out. Maybe if you're showing it to a physician or other provider, you probably want to write the whole code out. But if you're, working with coders, auditors, just write the 4 down there. They get it. So then you go back now to step 2, and we're going to look at the amount and or data complexity that is being reviewed and analyzed. So same thing, you go through and you find out where your data points add up to be. And so let's say we have a 3 here. So once again, you can circle, exit, whatever you want to do. Then you would come over to the front of the card and we would put our 3. And then we do the last one, which is a risk table. And we do the same thing. So let's say we have a 5. So then we put a 5. Now to get your overall level, you see here, we put in there that 2 of the 3 of these numbers have to be the same. So since we have a 4, a 3, and a 5, we would have a level 4. So it would either be 9920414, depending on what type of patient you had. So you would just pull it down there. And then we have some questions, again, just like with the time that it asked. So the first question is there a history documented? So you can either check it or write yes, or whatever you want to write there. If you're working with a physician, you may want to write what the HPI is, like why they're there, like sinusitis or arrhythmia or whatever. And then is the exam documented? And the answer is just the yes or no here. Because under the new guidelines, we don't have to meet elements anymore. You don't have to have 4 of this and 8 of that to get our level. We just have to do something. So if there's a history documented and an exam documented, then if both of these are yes, then whatever is over here is what your overall level of service will be. And like I said, if this was an established patient, you just change that to a 1. Because other than that, the level actually is going to be the same now. And as I marked all over this one, just one more time to show you. Now that I'm done, just doing a little spray. Also works to keep cats away. Then you wipe it off and you have a nice, fresh, clean card. So I hope you found the demonstrations helpful. Please visit the website at chcs.consulting, where you can watch them again or look at our product line or see some of our other solutions on the website that cover things that we do, such as E&M education, telehealth education, auditing, and just general consulting. So all of the things that we do at Compliant Healthcare Solutions are to help keep your practice and your business compliant.